Okay, my name's Sam Lindo and I'm the winemaker at Camel Valley. Well, my parents first planted vines in '89. Before that we were a sheep farm, or at the same time. And in '88 it just got so hot here that I think my parents thought rather than break even farming sheep, we'll break even farming something interesting. And really it took off and overtook the sheep. So although 5 acres we thought wasn't much, for sheep we were farming 300 acres. 5 acres we didn't think would be that much, but it's actually a lot of work for vines. It's a lot more labour intensive. And by '95 we stopped doing the sheep altogether, and the wine was quite successful. And then by 2000 we'd grown to a big enough size really that there was room for me to come back. And really, from very early on we did very well in competitions and international competitions as well as the English competitions, and last year it culminated in a gold medal in Decanter World Wine Awards and the International Wine Challenge and a trophy in the International Wine Challenge, so doing very well. I think one thing that happened to my parents really is that they didn't know a great deal about wine, so they never at any point tried to make the wine like wine that you get in other countries. It was all just how it kind of turned out. And what people used to perceive were flavours of unripeness and said, no, that's not very good, it's unripe. They're actually flavour characters that we embrace, like sort of green elderflower and nettles and those kind of characters, and that's what we've embraced. That's the character of the wine really. Taste for wine, I think, have done 100. Have changed a lot since we first started. So now people really like lighter wines and a bit more of an acidity. And that's very much what English wine's about. So, and also we make sparkling wine as well, and we're not very far from champagne. And it's really, with all alcoholic drinks, it's about making the best drink for your climate. And so it used to be cider, now it's definitely sparkling wine. On average, our average production is about 90,000 bottles in total. And about a third of that we grow at Camel Valley, and another 2/3 with other contract growers in other parts of England. But that's a real average. So in a big year like this year, we'll be making about 180,000 bottles. In a smaller year like the last couple of years, I've been about 50 or 60,000. So the weather's consistently bad in England every year. So the style of wine we make doesn't depend on a glorious summer or anything like that. It just so a good year for us is when we get more grapes, because those flavours of unripeness, they're there. It doesn't matter what the summer is; they're going to be there. Really, it's it's very consistent. We might remember that week of really hot sun, but in the scheme of things, it doesn't. We could pick a week later. So it's much easier for us to maintain quality each year, and also the sparkling wine and the still wines are in effect byproducts of each other, because we separate the juice at every stage, and that means the higher acidity is good for sparkling and the lower acidity is good for the still wine. So we feel I don't mean to sort of undermine what we do, but we feel it's quite straightforward for us to maintain the quality. I think we're really lucky that it's 100% our passion, but it's also a successful business. So I think we've decided, a few years ago we could have taken the step to really expand beyond oblivion and take over the world and everything like that. But we really had to think about exactly what would that mean, and really it would mean we'd be sitting in an office pulling levers, telling people to do this and do that, and it's not what we want to be about. So we've got to a size now where we make good quality wine because we're of a certain size, but we're involved in all aspects of the work. And it's all the work's really enjoyable to do. You're really close to the work. So I think we're really lucky that we're in Cornwall, which is a great place to live, and we can do something that's really interesting. And also we have contact. We're doing something that's really important to the rest of the world. So to win a trophy in the International Wine Challenge is massive. There's not many people in France that do that, or Australia or anything like that. So you're on a world stage, but we're still doing something that's fun.